Welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil, day 101. And welcome back, Sleepyhead.
Why, thank you.
So, 101, what do you think of immediately?
Dalmatians.
Yes!
Really?
Yes. And so, that is what we're talking about. So, what about Dalmatians? Yes.
Okay.
So, when Dalmatians are born,
I have no clue what Dalmatians are born or anything about that. My only point of reference with Dalmatians is Cruella de Vil or a fire engine.
Exactly. And they are coaching, or they're coaching dogs. And so they're actually bred to run alongside of stagecoaches, really, is what they were originally. But anyway, they're pure white.
Interesting. So, where do they get their spots?
So the spots come over the next 10 days
to
18 months.
Okay.
And so I thought about that. I was like, okay, in a marriage. Okay, so just run with the train here. Or stagecoach. Yes. Okay, so follow this. So we'll take 10 days, or we'll take them from days to weeks.
Okay.
But in a love relationship, when you first meet someone, over the first 10 weeks, they can develop their spots, or you begin to see their true colors come out.
Ooh, true colors.
Yeah, so, and the thing with Dalmatians, no two Dalmatians have the same spot pattern.
Well, of course they would not.
Right. So in any relationship, so whether this is your first time around in a love relationship or multiple times, and every person's spots will develop differently.
That's good. And you're right. But we're all spotted.
Yes, we are.
Definitely.
We all have spots.
Blemishes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. But yeah, and so the relationship that you had with a previous Dalmatian.
There it is.
Don't take it out on the current Dalmatian.
Yes, I love
because that spot is not this spot.
That's right. Exactly.
Wow.
We've been married way too long.
Yeah, we have. You see my spots.
I do. I know what they all are too.
Yeah, and she loves me despite my spots.
Yeah, and that's the thing, when you're in a love relationship, whether it's the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, there's that many you may need to consider. But anyway,
we know.
Yeah, we do. One that we love very much. But anyway, with that said, though, don't take with these developing 10 weeks of spots from one person into a relationship with somebody else.
But be mindful that it is kind of challenging because more times than not, the spots have a way of being in a blind spot. Ooh, a blind spot. We didn't have a blind spot even for the spots after they materialize. But with that said, try to heighten your awareness to see the spots for what they really are. Each of us, as I stated, each of us are flawed. Each of us have opportunities where there may be strengths and definitely areas for improvement. But if you were in a relationship with another Dalmatian, going with your theme, and that Dalmatian did horrible things, don't make the new Dalmatian pay for the previous Dalmatian's shenanigans. It has been said, see, when you change Dalmatians, situations can change, and they should change. However, if you keep picking the same type of Dalmatian, then you have to ask yourself, what kind of spots are you really into?
Yeah, and then also remember this, though. Pongo and Purdy, which were the parents of the Dalmatians, they loved each Dalmatian differently because, and they each had their own different spot pattern. So remember the things that you love about someone or loved about someone, but also remember maybe the things that weren't so pleasing about that person. And that's where we want to be careful not to repeat those patterns.
But you also want to be careful not to become Cruella de Vil.
Yeah, that's true.
And want to make Dalmatian soup or stew. Is that what you want to do? Or make
a coat. A coat.
A coat.
I want a coat.
Right. Okay, please don't make coats. Because now we're getting into Clarice. It puts the lotion on itself. For those of you who are Silence of the Lambs fans, you understand the Wild Bill
Yes.
reference.
Yes.
It puts the lotion on it. Until tomorrow. If the Lord says.
Good night.